Assalamu alaikum, dear students. Welcome to your English lesson for today. In today's lesson, we are going to go over using is, are, and am in sentences. These are the helping verbs that we are going to revise. At the end of the lesson, we will revise when to use is, are, or am, and you are going to create sentences using is, are, or am. These are your key vocabulary. I will say each word. You can pause the video and go back to listen to them again. The first word is helping verb. This word comes before the main verb. Is, are, and am. Now you can pause this video and go back to the main PowerPoint and play the following warm-up video. You can follow along and you can try to practice each sentence. For today's lesson, you will need your copybook and your pencil. Now before we get started, let's recap the lesson. Can you name 2 types of nouns? Amazing, good job. A proper noun and a common noun. Well done. Now it's time to get started with our helping verbs, am, is, and are. These are the rules that you need to follow. You will use am with the pronoun I. So if a sentence begins with I, you will use the helping verb am. You will use are when you mean more than one person, place, or thing, and with the pronoun you. So if a sentence begins with you, you will use are, or if you're speaking about more than one person or more than one thing, you will use the word are. You will use is when you mean one person, place, or thing. These pictures will help you understand how to use the helping verbs am, is, and are. When the sentence begins with I, you will use am. If you are speaking about one person or one thing, you will use is. If you are speaking about more than one person or more than one thing, you will use are. An extra rule is if you are using the word you at the beginning of the sentence, you will use are. Now it's time to practice. We, eating. Which word will you use? Amazing. Ah, good job, because you're speaking about more than one person. I, running. Amazing. You will use the word am, because whenever you start a sentence with I, you will follow it with the word am. It, a blue car. Good job. You will use the word is because you are speaking about one thing. We, laughing. Amazing. We are speaking about more than one person, so we will use the word are. He, tall. Brilliant work. You will use the word is because you are speaking about one person. Now you can pause the video and complete the following worksheet on your own. You can write down the answers in your copybook. Now, amazing work for today, my loves. Before we end off the lesson, here is a challenge that is just right for you. You can read each sentence and you can choose a challenge that you would like to do. To end off the lesson, you can pause this video and go back to the main PowerPoint to complete the live worksheet. Now, amazing job for today. I am so proud of you. Well done. I will see you in the next lesson, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.